Alright, what's up you guys? It's me Elise and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And yes, you're reading the title correctly. She called me a man. And this video is a story time about how I was called a man and how basically I was ganged up on by a bunch of random people at work. So that if you guys are interested in this story time, keep on watching. Okay, but before we get into the story time, I do want to make a quick little statement. If there was anyone who was offended by my last video or anything that I said in there or the title of it, I do apologize. It wasn't meant to be taken as, oh, I'm prettier or like any ego thing. It was just talking from personal experience. So I hope everybody got what I was saying. I tried to be, I tried to give the overall message of what I was saying towards the end of the video. So if you watch it all the way through, you get what the overall message is. But if there was anyone offended by anything that I said or anything like about the title or anything, I am sorry, and it wasn't meant to be offensive. So yeah, moving along. Okay, so this incident actually happened like a couple of days ago, and it was a lot for me in like this one day. Like, so today is Saturday, this had to be like Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. So this happened on Thursday, and it was just like Thursday was really a really like hard day for me because it was just a lot going on that day, and I was like under a lot of stress, and I had already been like going through a lot, and I had like a dosage, like a higher dosage in my hormones. So it was like, that was already making me crazy. So yeah, I was dealing with like too many emotions at one time. So Thursday was a really hard day. So anyways, back to the story. So this story happened when, cause I started a new job. So I was working, like, I've been working there. That was like my 4th day there. And yeah, and I was, everything was going cool. But until one day when it's lunchtime and this girl that I knew from high school, like, I don't even remember her name, but it doesn't really matter. We can call her Samantha. So Samantha, she's like, when I first get there, I see her and she doesn't speak to me at all, and I don't really speak to her. But that's how we were in high school. We weren't really like close friends, so we just always like were kind of just, we seen each other, we were aware of who each other were, but like we just didn't, we didn't talk, and we weren't like really friends at all. So yeah, but anyway, so she didn't talk to me the whole time from the first day I got there, and like the second day, and not the third day. So then Thursday comes, and like we're at lunch and we're going on break, and she's like looking at me, and then I like see her staring. So like I get up and I'm like going to where like the microwaves are to like heat up food, like your food and stuff like that. So I'm walking over there. She goes, "Oh, wait, where are you going?" And I'm like, "Over there to heat up my food." Like, why? So she's like, "Oh, can you walk with me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, sure." I'm thinking in my head like, oh, maybe she doesn't want to walk alone, or she doesn't like want to, I don't know, like, or maybe she like wants to, be cool or something. I don't know. I wasn't thinking about I didn't think she was going to say what she just said. So she goes, "Oh, yeah, so basically I want to talk to you about, because there's this woman here, and this woman, we're going to call her old bitch. We're going to call her old ass bitch because she's an old evil bitch." So anyways, she goes, "So there's this lady here called Old Bitch, and she like has been, her and a bunch of other women are like rallying up to get you like fired for using the girls' bathroom." And I'm like really, like, come on, like, really, like, it's 2017, like, what? And then she was like, "Yeah," and they've been talking about it like with all their people, because like at my job, like, we're all on this, like, you have like your certain group of people, you work with a certain group of people. So she's been like talking about with her group of people, which is about probably like 20 to 30 people. And then I was like, okay, that's just too much. And like her and the other women like are plotting on how they're gonna get me fired. And then like the guys, they were like, she's like, "The guys were talking about you too, like saying that, oh, that's weird, that's hella weird," and all this stuff, whatever. And like I was just like, first of all, she doesn't even know me, and like I can't even point this woman out. That was the thing that was really like making me like, well, what the hell, like confused. I'm like, I can't even point this woman out. Like, I don't even know who she is. I don't know what she looks like. I'm not sure. So I was just like, I'm confused. And then I was like, what the hell? Like, just overall, I'm confused at this point. So then I'm like, well, she can't get me fired because legally on paper, like everything says female. So it'll be illegal, I think, for me to use the men's restroom. So yeah, I can't go in there, and I'm not walking all the way to the other side of the building to go use the both gender bathroom. So it's like, I'm not gonna do that. So what I'm gonna do is keep taking my ass to the women's restroom because it's closer, and that's what I am, a woman. So anyways, and then she goes, yeah, and like her and like this old guy, because she didn't know at first. She thought like, she's like, and yeah, she told me that she told you like, oh, your hair was like so cute and stuff, and she didn't know that you were trans. And I was like, then I clicked in my head, I was like, oh, I know who it is. So I do know who this old bitch is. She was like, when I first got there, she goes, oh, girl, your hair is so cute. Your hair is so cute. And I was like, thank you, you know. And then that was like the end of that. And that was like the only time that she ever spoke to me, I ever spoke to her. So I was like, you know what? She can't get me fired. But I was like, you know, it's like one thing. It's like I respect people. If you don't respect like my life choice or like my lifestyle or how I live or anything, that's perfectly fine. Like I don't expect everybody to agree with it. I don't expect everybody to understand it. But it's one thing to like have your opinion and like have your differences, you know, that's a-okay. But to go around and like rally everyone up and like try to go against me or like try to make me out to be like this perv that's watching people in the bathroom, like that's a lot. And I was just like, and that's like a really bad judgment of character. And she didn't even confirm if I was trans or not. She was just going off assumptions or what one guy said, what some old guy said. And it's like, so what if I wasn't trans? You were just gonna make that rumor make up a rumor about a regular woman or just a cis woman? Like that was like completely, it was just stupid, and it was just like really ignorant. So I was like, let me go to the supervisor. I went to go talk to the supervisor, and she was like, really, it's nobody's business. Like she was on my side. She was like, it's nobody's business. Like she shouldn't be watching you go to the bathroom anyway. Like that's like completely inappropriate and all that stuff. She was like, but since she didn't say it to you, we can't really say anything because it's really like he said, she said. So it's like, unless she said it to you, then it won't really matter. So I'm like, okay. Which I wasn't like surprised when they said that. I was like, kind of expected that one to happen. But when I'm walking back, because I'm like going back to my little station area, and excuse this pimple, I know like it's really annoying, but whatever. So I'm walking back to my station, and then like she's like walking, so we're like doing this, whatever. And then she goes, hi, how are you? And I'm like, good, and you? And then she goes, blessed, and I'm like, amen. Shit, because what the fuck? Like, I don't know. She was just like, I'm like, it's crazy because literally I feel like, especially for like trans people, we could sit and mind our own business and really like just come, like, you know, not even be there for drama or not even start drama, want to stay away from drama, and here it comes, you know, like people are bringing it up to you because they don't believe in, you know, your lifestyle, which really is none of their business, and it doesn't matter. It's none of your concern, like, what's in between my legs, you know? And then for you to go off assumption, you know? Like, that was one thing. And then I was like, it is one thing to get everybody rallied up against me, and they don't even know me, and then now people are looking at me. And then I kind of did feel like the anxiety of, like, oh my God, like, everybody's looking at me. I'm being clocked right now. Everybody's looking at me like, is that a boy? Or is that a girl? Like, oh, is she trans? Something like that, you know? So it's like, I don't know. And then I kind of was going through like the motions of like, oh my God, am I pretty? Like, am I pretty enough? Like, do I look passable enough? Like, I thought I was. Like, I don't know. Like, so my last video was irrelevant. No, I'm just kidding. But like, you know, it's so like all that was just going through my head. And then it was just like, I had to like go to my car really quick and like have a breather and like, you know, like, well, at least so what, you got like clocked, whatever, quote unquote clocked, or somebody found out that you're trans, like, because now you're visible, you know, and just be yourself, because then people are going to recognize that trans people really are just like normal people, you know, like, I'm not really that different, especially like at work, like, I'm just like really quiet into myself, so it was like, that was just a lot for me to like take in at the moment, but I think I handled it really well, because despite like everything else that was going on that day, which is another story time, and if you guys want that story time, you know, comment down and let me know, because that story time is about my first heartbreak. So if you want to hear that story, you know, just let me know down below. But yeah, overall from this story, what I really want you to take away is like that there's hella negative people in the world, and it's like, it's sad, like, yeah, like there's a lot of, you know, negative people. And, you know, people are going to call, you know, she was calling me he, it, all this stuff, and, like, using anything but my name or anything but the correct pronouns. And I just feel like you know, it's gonna be a lot of people like that in the world, but it's like, you know, whoever you believe in God or anything, like there's something, or you just believe in the universe, or you just believe in yourself, like you're being molded to like be better, you know, or like just be more comfortable and like be able to deal with stuff like that. Because really, that was like my first time dealing with like being attacked by so many people, or being like all eyes on me in like a negative way, you know. So it was just like, that was just a lot, but I was really like proud of myself for the way I handled it, because it was like, you know, okay, bitch, you try to get everybody against me, but the thing is, I don't care, because I'm not sleeping with him, you, or you, and definitely not fucking you. So it was just like, you know, it was like, who cares at the end of it, you know. It did have my feelings hurt for a little bit, because it was like, you know, I had never had experience like hate like that in like a really long time. So it was just like, kind of like, you know, snap me back into reality really quick. But yeah, so overall, I just want you to know, like, be your fucking self. Who cares what people gotta say? Because really, at the end of the day, they're all irrelevant. So yeah, until next time, stay pretty. Oh, and did you guys like my hair? So yeah, just like, you know, comment down below and let me know if you guys liked it, or, you know, follow me on like all my social medias, which I'll have linked down below. You know, follow me on Snapchat, because I really be up on there, and my Snapchats be hella funny. So follow me on my Snapchat and follow my Instagram. But until next time, yeah.